Hi, my name is Tessa Minturn. So yesterday was our senior prom, and I knew I'd be up late. I knew I would be tired today, and I can't say public speaking is my favorite thing to do. But if the last 2 years have taught me anything, it's that we can do hard things. We have done hard things, so here I am. When I asked myself why I wanted to do this senior sermon, the answer was actually not that hard. I've known KUC since I was born. Like many of you, I went to a Joyful Noise preschool. I grew up here, running around these halls. I met one of my best friends, Kylie Irvin, when I was 2. And if you know us, you know we have been causing trouble together ever since. Kidding, but not actually kidding. I have 3 older siblings, Emmy, Jamie, and Megan, and they all gave one of these sermons, so the pressure was pretty real. But more than any of that, I could not let this opportunity go by without thanking KUC. When my freshman year, my parents said, "What are you going to do with your time?" I turned to Sylvie. I started helping out with the middle school and junior high kids on Wednesdays at youth group. And I found I really liked hanging out with the younger kids, talking about life and having fun with them. There was no stress, no pressure, and it turns out I learned as much about my faith as they did theirs. I loved it so much that I continued to go every Wednesday for the next 4 years. I love that KUC is a place that is welcoming, non-judgmental, fun, a place where you can forget any of the hard things that are going on in your life, or a place where you can remember and talk about those hard things, if you want to, of course. Like when my Gami passed away in 2020, I spent many hours here doing just that. So my advice to anyone younger listening today is get involved in some way here at KUC. There are so many ways, even if you can't go to youth group on Wednesdays. There is Sunday school, breakfast club, choir, impact, and confirmation. I did do that wilderness trip, and I'm not going to lie, that was pretty hard for me to do. It may feel uncomfortable to take that step, but trust me, it's so worth it. I'm so grateful I was able to go to Columbia with Impact my freshman year. Traveling to Bogota felt a little scary, a little out of my comfort zone, but taking that leap of faith ended up being amazing. Impact trip friends are some of my closest friends. When I got to New Trier's East Campus my sophomore year, I knew many Impact upperclassmen faces in the hall, and that felt so good. The bond is real and lasts well beyond the trips. I was sad the next year when our trip to the Bahamas was canceled because of COVID. I was excited my junior year that we were able to go to Tulsa. It was a smaller group, we weren't able to travel outside of the US, and there was still some hesitation about travel in general, but it ended up being my favorite trip. At the end of the day, Sylvie always makes Impact trips special and meaningful, no matter where they might be, even if there is a global pandemic going on. I cannot wait to go to Hawaii with our big group in June for my last hurrah. Well, maybe not my last hurrah. I definitely see myself going on more trips as a college leader. But unfortunately, it will be Sylvie's last hurrah. Wow, am I going to miss you, Sylvie. Personally, you have been a huge influence in my life. You have helped me find my faith. I'm so excited for your next chapter, and I'll be staying in touch with you. After all, we'll both be in Ohio, not so far from each other. Your shoes will be tough to fill, but I can already tell that Squire is more than up for that challenge. You are an awesome Squire, and I loved getting to know you. The KUC Youth Program will be in great hands. This is not a goodbye, KC. I plan to be back and visit when I'm home from college, and as I get ready to go to Miami of Ohio in August, I'll remember that I can do hard things, and sometimes the hard things end up being the best things. Thank you, KUC.